Well, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful day down here in Texas. Um, I wanted to do a video elaborating a little bit on my last one. Um, I about my the new house that I purchased. Um, the old house that I lived in was right in the middle of town. It was a town that I've lived in literally all of my life. Uh, Born and raised, and family lives there, and it has always been a great little community. I've enjoyed living there. Um, Later on in life, I got involved in some level in the local politics, and that's kind of when I started noticing things. Um, I was a member of the fire department there for many years, many years, and and I just watched the town grow from this little community that had one red light to a city that has the mentality of a metropolis. Granted, it is still a relatively small town. I think the population is around 10, 11, maybe 12,000 people. So by any standard, that's a relatively small town. But the city council, the politicians of the city, the school district, they think they have a 1 million population, and they want to treat everybody that lives there like it's Houston or Austin or San Antonio or one of these huge metropolis towns, and impose all these rules and regulations and what you can and can't do and everything else. Um, as I said, I live in the middle of town. I was on just a hair under an acre of land, and I called the city council trying to be the good citizen. I called the city council and asked them what the regulations were and what I needed to do to have a chicken coop, to have some laying chickens. And they explained to me what the rules were, how big the coop could be, and where it had to be, how far it had to be from property lines and everything else. And I thought, okay, well, that's great. I can manage all that. And then she said, well, you're allowed one chicken per acre. I said, one chicken per acre? And she said, yes, sir. I said, well, I've got 0.89 acres. And she said, oh, well, sir, you don't have enough for a chicken. And I thought my head was going to explode. I was livid. And it's not like I could sneak it around because I live relatively close to all the city offices. So the city inspector and city officials drive by my house every day. So I don't think I could have gotten away with it, not without some kind of a fine or something like that, which I'm not saying that I would have paid it had they done it, but either way, at the time we were not planning on moving, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I hung up the phone with her and immediately began looking at real estate websites, and that's when we ran across this house that we were in now. So the moral of the story is I voted with my feet. I always voted in the local elections. I always voted for the candidate that I thought would do the best job, and every now and then my candidate would win, and nothing changed. Not a single thing changed. The school district for my area is ranked one of the best, but they it's not that way anymore. I graduated from that school. That's where my oldest girl goes to school, and they just they're not the way they were when I graduated. And it really hasn't been that long since I graduated. I'm not quite that old. But to just see the change over the last, 12 to 15 years is just very, very disheartening. And it is the direction that the majority of the people in that city want that city to be headed. And it is the opposite direction that I want it to go. Well, there was nothing I could do. Like I said, I was involved in the politics. Um, I voiced my opinion. I tried to make changes. I voted, and nothing worked. So I voted with my feet. My two youngest kids, they'll be going to this school district here, which has a great ag program, FFA, 4-H, that type of thing, which I very much hope that they get involved in. Um, it's a smaller school, drastically smaller school. This town is less than half the size of the town that I came from as far as population. Now it's double or triple the amount of land, but the population is a lot smaller. So I realize that in our national elections you can't exactly vote with your feet unless you're going to leave the country altogether. But I made a statement for whatever it's worth. After living in that town for 30 years, I just up and moved my entire family out of there because I don't like the way they're doing things. Period. And we were fortunate enough, I guess, to be in a financial position to do that. And again, I realize not everybody can, but I made my statement with my feet. I voted with my feet, and I got out of there. I'm where I want to be, and we're going to get to have our damn chickens. So anyway, that's the moral of the story, or the reasoning behind my move, more so than trying to get a bigger house. It was I guess you could call it a political move. But anyway, I wanted to share it for whatever it's worth. Maybe it'll be inspiring. Maybe nobody will care. But either way, that's my story. So y'all have a good day and a great weekend, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.